Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my YouTube or to my Facebook, whichever one you're joining me on. I truly do appreciate it. I'm glad that you found me. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can do that down below. And I strongly suggest that if you are on Facebook, that you should start thinking about going through the YouTube channel instead of the Facebook, because I won't be streaming live to my Facebook group after April the 22nd. And that's just because Facebook has now not allowed us to stream into third parties, or doesn't allow third parties to stream into their Facebook groups. So welcome. This is Monday. This is my Fancy Fold Monday. And it's either I do a 3D project or I do a fancy fold card. And today I'm doing a fancy fold card, and we're using some new product as usual. I've got so many things that have to be done for the month of May. So by doing this, I have the option of uh, getting this done ahead of time. So if you are joining me and you are watching through a live, if I am talking with different people as I go along, that's all part of the live. And if you don't like that, just come back, watch it on a replay, and then you can just scoot on by that stuff. So good morning, Marie. And like I say, we're doing another fancy fold card. I've done this card in many ways, and I'm actually going ahead and I'm going to do it. Hello, Felicia. I'm doing it for a couple of card classes that I'm in, a couple of tutorials that I have to do, but I wanted to do one today using the hearts and hugs. Now, I've got to honestly tell you that this stamp set did nothing for me. Absolutely nothing for me until I saw it at On Stage. And honestly, it is adorable. This is, and believe it or not, a lot of people think I don't know why they think that's a mouse, because that's definitely a hamster. We have badgers, we have walruses, and we have a mouse. And there's nothing neater than giving, like, you can give cutesy cards, you could give I love you cards. Um, it's just, they're just that kind of cards, and they're a lot of fun, and especially if you like doing coloring with blends. Hello, Pam, and hello, Colleen. All right, so we are going to go ahead and do this. And one thing I didn't see when I was at On Stage, I didn't see a card done with the walruses. Did you know that walruses, there's two different types of walruses? One, there's an Atlantic one and a Pacific one. And of course, and I didn't realize this, but I like to look it up online to see the coloring. And the coloring can be brown, pink, and gray. Can you believe that? I was quite shocked at that, but I always like to look at that. Another thing, it comes with the dies, so it cuts out those other ones, but it has some amazing flower dies here as well. And I've seen some really cute things with that. When you do get your catalog, look at this sample that's in there. They did an adorable card using this particular die as well. So let's go ahead. We're going to be using the hearts and hugs, like I say. We're also using this big, oh my goodness, what's the name of this one? This one is, let's just see if I can grab the thing here. And I have used this one before. It's called the Dotted Circles 3D. This is 6 by 8 inches. So it is quite a bit bigger than our other embossing folders, but it fits through perfectly with your cut and emboss machine. There's no problems there. Hello, Facebook user. I'm not sure if that's Lila or not. So I've gone ahead, and man, am I ever stuck on this pretty and pink. I love it, but I think because I'm using gray for the walruses, that's why it looks pretty cool. So this is a corner tuck fold card. I probably have done one of these before, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to do one today. Oh, it's Laura. Okay, hello, Laura. Good morning. All right, so we have a piece that's 4 1/4 by 8 1/4, and I'll give you a hint on this. When you go to cut this one, cut your 4 1/4 by 11, and then trim it down to 8 1/4, and then you're going to go ahead and score this at 2 3/4, and this gives you the 5 1/2 inch base. And then you're just going to score it like that. Now the piece that you cut off here is going to use this part here as well. And that is actually going to work as part of this corner tuck fold card. All right, so this is for my stamping. Now this piece here, like I say, is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. And then I cut this piece, oh, sorry, it's 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. And this piece is 2 1/2 by 4 inches. And this happens to be the In Color Designer Series paper. Unfortunately, that's the only one that we could get. So I went through my other Designer Series paper, and it's really kind of amazing, all the really pretty cards. Now I could use both sides of it. So let's just go and let's just glue this part on. I like this dot one. I think that's lots of fun. And it's going to kind of go along with that embossing folder that I'm using. So this is just going to go on here. And then this is going to go across here. But then on this part here, this one happens to be 2 1/2 by 4 inches. And I ran it through with that embossing folder. And I thought that would be kind of neat. It kind of corresponds with all the little polka dots and everything else. Now, honestly, would this be, I think this could be a granddaughter card. I think it could be any kind of a card. Just make up your mind what ones you want to use and just do that. So this is, like I say, a 3D embossing folder. It's a lot of fun. I like how it's all circles and everything else on there, the dots. And then I do have a piece that's 4 by 5 1/4 that's just going to go on the inside. And I guess, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and put that piece on there as well. Now, are we going to? No. Yes, I'm going to do that. Talk about being indecisive. So I had a bit of a morning this morning, just being able to do some creating. I did play with one set. That's another new set that I'm working on for a tutorial. And I use some really strange colors, let me tell you. So this goes like this, and then this is just going to go onto here. So we kind of want that in the center. So I'm just going to, I'm going to kind of eyeball it where I'm going to glue it. And I'm using glue because this is a really deep embossing folder. And you want that to really stick, because otherwise it's not going to stick down too much. So it's just going to go in there like that. And we're just going to hold that for a bit. Now, I also do have a piece of 2 inches by 2 inches. It's a square. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this. And this is going to create that tuck fold in there. So we're going to diagonally cut this 2 by 2 inch. So we're going to line this up into the groove there and into the groove there, and just come down and just cut through there. And we're only going to use one piece. So if you're going to make 2 of these cards, that's perfect. One, you'll use the 1 sheet of paper, and then you can go ahead and it'll work great. Now this is where the tuck is going to go in here. And then when this opens up, it just opens like that, and you're just going to tuck that in. Now the best way to go in and tuck that is to go ahead and we're going to put dimensionals on there, and we're going to put dimensionals on these 2 sides here. So this is where I'm going to use my little ends there. So we're just going to come in that right down there. And then this piece is going to go a little bit longer. It was interesting. I had some new stampers here, and they went and they had all those edges on their dimensionals and they threw them in the waste paper basket. My goodness, it was like that gasp, right? No, we use all our dimensionals. Okay, so this part here, now we have two options. I can turn around and just put it on the corner to the white, like on the white, or I could turn around and put it right to this side in there. And you know what? I think I'm going to go the white to the white. Does that make sense? The white. I'm going to go onto the white part. And that's why you put this inside piece in there. So we're just going to make sure it goes on there. And then because it's popped up, then you can just put that like that. Okay. So now what we have is we have the walruses. I'm just, it fits here. Now I'm going to give you a hint. There's some pieces that come out of here. Do not get rid of those pieces because these are going to work as a great way to do spots for different animals. So I always say never get rid of those parts there. Always try to keep those parts. Now we're going to be coloring this with Memento. So let's go ahead, or we're coloring it with the blends. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on there. And we're just going to let that kind of sit for a second there. Now, the colors I'm going to use, you know that when I do a gray, I really like to do the gray granite. And the smoky slate is just a bit too dark. But the light smoky slate is going to also work as part of some shading on there. Now, remember I said that a walrus has some pink on it. So we're going to put some pink on there now. And you know what? We can turn around and just put the pink on the nose and there. And now I'm going to come in and I'm going to put something underneath this. Just in case it comes onto my thing. And we're going to use a light gray granite. So when I color this, you'll see I'm going over that Pretty in Pink stamping blend. And of course, we want to do the other side as well. So I'm going to come in actually with the darker gray granite. And let's go there. And we'll get some shading on there. Now, I've already gone ahead and colored this. So I just want to show you how I'm doing that coloring. Now, I'm also going to come in with the light smoky slate and just put a bit more coloring. And then we're going to go back in with the light gray granite, work in circles to remove those. We don't want there to be the lines. Oh, we have a really quiet group today. So you can see that that part's done. And then there's an ivory, which I thought, oh, that's kind of appropriate to go and put ivory on the tusks. And it's a little dark. So I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to come in with my color lifter. And that color lifter was right here. I'll just go in and use another one. I got to be careful because I have one that does leak a little bit. And I'm just going to come and just lighten that up just a bit. And then we're going to come in with our smoky slate and color the muzzle. See, it's quite a bit darker, and that's a light one there. So we have that, and you know, when you see this on camera, this looks a lot darker than what it really is. But it's quite a bit different. So I've gone ahead and I've already colored that. Now I did put a lot more pink on this particular one. Isn't that funny? It looks, when it's that far away, it really is blended. Trust me on that. You can keep going in and touching it up, and sometimes you just have to say, that's it. So I've gone ahead and I used my dies and cut that out. And then also on here, they have these really neat little hearts. And these hearts are, and see, I'll show you one that's done with browns. And what it was pecan pie. And then I went over with the gray granite. All right. So on here are also, oh, not these flowers. These are the hearts here. And I've got them in pink and the smoky slate. So I'm going to use those in a way on here. So we could have just gone ahead and put it on there like that, but I thought it needed a bit more of something on there. So I just went behind and cut out the second largest stylish shape. See how that'll work. And do I want to pop that? No, I'm not going to pop that up. There's a bit of width on here already. We'll pop up the walruses. So I'm just going to put that there. And we're going to go ahead and pop up these walruses with some dimensionals. Hello, Jan. Hello, Dorothy. Honestly, like I say, this is so cute, and it was not on my radar until I saw some things done with it. And I haven't even started showing some things that you can do with this. I'm going to show you something to do with those flowers on here as well. All right, so we have that there. Put those right there. And then I thought, well, let's go ahead and put these hearts on here. And you know what? I don't need to have pink hearts. Do we want to go different colors? Or do I want to do all pink? Let's see. I think I'll probably go all pink. And I'm going to actually pop those up with little dimensionals. Hello, Lila. All right. So let's come in with our take your pick tool. So walruses, hamsters, mice, and badgers. And so this is just, I'm going to just put that in the center. And then we'll turn around and put these on either side. You know what? I want to bring that down just a bit. Oops. So this is a corner tuck card. There we go. So it just comes and it tucks out like that. So what could we put on there? I think what we could do is now sending a big hug. So it's there when you need it. I could just hug you, sending birthday hugs. You know what? I think I'll do this as a sending birthday hug. So I have a strip here. And let's see. I'm actually going to do, let's see. I know that this this block is retiring. I think it's actually gone. But I like the little ones when I have, because you don't get ink all over. And I'm actually going to come in with basic gray because I want it to really show. And I don't, well, I could do it in black too. Let's see how it works. Sometimes this basic gray tends to bleed a little bit. Let's try it in the Memento. Might show up better in the Memento. There we go. Oops, that did blur. There we go. Oh, I did that again in the... I didn't do that in the Memento, so I want to do it in the Memento. I'm such a pink and gray person, let me tell you. I think in the last 2 weeks, I've done 3 pink and gray cards. Oh, well. Now, what's also available are those shimmer dots, but also these dots. And I think we'll go ahead and use these dots on there. Let's go sending a big hug. I'll just put a dimensional right there. Oh, really? The only one in captivity? Well, I know we've got a lot of walruses off the west coast here. There we go. That's going to go there. And let's see how these will go. Yes, they do. Thanks, Jocelyn. All right, so we do have this pretty in pink. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm going to have all my pretty in pink stuff done, used up ahead of time. You know what? Does it even really need anything? Oh, you know what? I think what I could do is, this is the tuck part. It kind of doesn't show. You know what would show are look at this. These smoky slate gray and basic gray and smoky slate pearls. So I'm just going to put that on there. Let's put one there, and let's put one here. Actually, I could put that a little closer. There we go. And that just gives a little tiny bit of a different look to using the embellishments. All right. So there is a corner tuck fold card. Oh, I was going to go sending birthday hugs. Sending a big hug so it's there when you need it. That might be a good thing to do in there. Anyways, it just goes like that. Got lots of spots to do it there. And that is using from the new catalog, which will be available May the 1st, is using this Hearts and Hugs. I'm going to do a couple more cards. I want to do one with this hamster. It's so cute. It also has this really neat die that cuts these hearts out. I think that would be kind of cool. But I want to show you something done with that as well. All right. Thanks. All right, so let's see what's going on here. All right, so what's happening tomorrow? I'll be live at 4:30 Pacific time, right here, same place, same place, same channel, and basically we will be doing a technique. I hope that you can join me. Also, remember, give me the thumbs up if you like this. Share my video. I really do appreciate it. And if you live in Canada and do not have a demonstrator that you're working with, I would love to work with you. And yes, I am so, so happy that Pretty in Pink is back. Thanks, Bear Harmony. Yes. Let's see what else. All right. Okay, you guys. So there's one down for the Hearts and Hugs stamp set. All right, you guys, have a great day. Remember to create because it's great for the soul. Bye for now.